07 Commanders. I've made a short video highlighting the differences between Dav's Hope in Horizon and Odyssey and another planet or system that does not have a settlement to gather the materials at, like Dav's Hope is an abandoned settlement. And some of the differences between material gathering there. And I had trouble in Odyssey on the planetoid, not at Dav's Hope, but in Odyssey. I couldn't get the materials to fall. So if anybody has a solution to that, if it's something I'm doing wrong, leave them in the comments. I've got a little 6 or 7 minute clip here to show you. Enjoy it. This is approaching Dav's Hope in Horizons. 7 signals. Human. And let me switch modes. And that's what it looks like. At least the planet. And look at the terrain features. Can't really see it. It's in the middle of the camera's field of view. But what I want you to really notice is the differences in terrain. And Dav's is down there. Here's a closer view. I'll show you what it looks like in Odyssey in a few minutes. But I found that the material gathering in both Odyssey and Horizons is about the same in this case. Here we are in Odyssey now. Notice that it has 7 signals, human. And show you what it looks like from this distance, at least. Looks a little bit different. And my approach is about 5 minutes later than it was in Horizons. Notice it's in darkness. I mean, real dark. And the layout looks basically the same. So, but it's in darkness. But the terrain is really, really flat. That big mountain and stuff that was right next to it is gone. Here it is illuminated by my ship's lights. It's pretty dark. But this has been the differences between Odyssey and Horizon. Dav's Hope-wise, at least. Basically the same. Terrain's a lot different. Method to gather materials is the same. Now I'm going to take you to another site that is way different between the two. I won't show all the jumps, but the next system I'm going to show you is Kappa-1 Volantis. And I think it's B5FA when I get there. I found the YouTube video on material gathering, and the guy had great success there. So I went there in Odyssey, and it was terrible. It was nothing like he described. But I went back the next day in Horizons, and it was just like he described. So I'm going to show you the differences. Be back in a few. Okay, the system I'm going to be talking about is Kappa-1 Volantis B3FA. I'm going to show you Horizons first. One thing to note is I've previously scanned and surface mapped this planetoid, or the satellite, whatever. Okay, here we are. Notice there's 21 signals, 14 biological, 7 geological. And the idea here, what I come here, is to go to the biological sites, find the materials on these plants, blast them, and scoop them up. Not a big deal. And it worked out well. Also, they show up on the planet. The geological signal, you can see it. You can see it right there, and the biological signals and everything. And they also show up in your navigation, so you can go to them. Keep that in mind, because it doesn't happen in Odyssey. Here's one of the biological sites in Horizons. Actually, never been here in daylight, but now we just get out of the SRV and find the targets and shoot them. And notice there are lots of targets here. What I'm looking for is selenium, and it's on the Polyforce growth. Sometimes it drops from those. I'm not going to show you all those. Just notice all of the different targets out here and different materials you can get. Now I'm going to go into Odyssey and approach the planet and show you that it's not the same. And here we are in Odyssey, and notice on the navigation panel it does not show any biological or geological signal sources or anything. If you notice now, the screen on the info panel shows 1 biological, 3 geological. But the navigation panel does not show them. So I have no idea how to get to them. Maybe the new heat map thing would be helpful on this, but I don't know how to read it. But notice the distress beacon and the other things. Let's see. Distress beacon, artificial structure, but none of the biological things are labeled, or geological are labeled, so I have no idea. And this is what the planet looks like now in Odyssey. Now, I'm not saying that I expect a one-to-one mapping type thing for plants and stuff like that. I don't expect that at all, really. My point is that if you follow a guide to a list of good places to go, and it's not a settlement or an abandoned settlement, you can expect the Odyssey rendering to be completely different. It may not be any good anymore, so a lot of these guides and stuff and old YouTube videos and everything may no longer apply in Odyssey. Lessons learned. I landed at a artificial structure, and look at all of those targets or contacts. And there's some Polyforce growth. Let's go check one out. Now, this is a trespass zone near the facility, so we'll see what happens. And it simply will not fall down. So what good is that? Maybe I just have a bad angle. So I moved. That's the same thing I've found everywhere I've gone on this planet in Odyssey. trying to collect materials. And that's the end of this little short clip. So I don't know what to make of all of it. Just that if I'm going to do material gathering, probably will do it in Horizons. So I don't know if this is a bug or what, but if I have to try it on a different planet, I guess, and see. Well, that's it. If anybody has any solutions to the materials not dropping on that planet, and let me know in the comments, please. And if you like this type of content, I stream on Twitch and on YouTube now. My gameplay on Elite Dangerous. And please like, subscribe, follow, whatever the appropriate platform is. Everybody have a great day. Thank you.